December 8, 1941, the date etched in infamy for the Pacific War. While the world watched the smoke rise from Pearl Harbor, another storm was brewing in Malaya. The Japanese Imperial Army, a juggernaut fueled by ambition and expansionism, launched a surprise attack on the British-held Malayan Peninsula. Now imagine this: lush rainforests teeming with life, towering rubber plantations stretching as far as the eye can see. This wasn't your typical battlefield. It was a suffocating green maze, crawling with unseen dangers, not just the enemy, but disease, exhaustion, and the ever-present threat of the unknown. The Allied forces, a mix of British, Indian, and Australian troops, were outnumbered and outgunned. They fought valiantly, staging ambushes, holding delaying actions, but the tide was against them. The Japanese, masters of jungle warfare, adapted quickly, using bicycles and light tanks to outmaneuver their opponents. The battle wasn't just fought on land, it raged in the skies too. Japanese Zero fighters dominated the air, while the Allied response was fragmented and ineffective. Communication was a nightmare, orders were lost in the jungle's embrace, and morale plummeted with each retreating step. Weeks turned into months, and the fight bled south. The Allies pushed back to the island fortress of Singapore, the Impregnable Fortress, as it was once called. But impregnable it wasn't. On February 15, 1942, after a brutal siege, the unthinkable happened. Singapore fell. The largest surrender of British forces in history. The Battle of Malaya was a turning point in the war. It shattered the myth of British invincibility, emboldened the Japanese, and ignited the flames of anti-colonial movements across Asia. It was a brutal reminder that even the most prepared forces can be humbled in the face of a determined enemy and unforgiving terrain. But the story doesn't end there. The fall of Malaya wasn't just a military defeat, it was a human tragedy. Thousands of soldiers lost their lives, and countless civilians were caught in the crossfire. The scars of the battle, both physical and emotional, ran deep,